All right, so there it goes. Let's try this now. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Sorry, get rid of this. Put hypotenuse, which to you is going to be, by the way, here's your theta. It's your reference angle, right? So what's opposite over hypotenuse? Y over r. There you go. What's cosine going to be? X over r. What's tangent? Y over x. This is how you have to start thinking. I mean, you can always say opposite over adjacent and opposite over hypotenuse. You can say that, but think this triangle right here, x, y, r. The reason I say that is because this is brought up in many chapters. And if you keep saying opposite over adjacent, you're not making that connection. Okay, and then of course these are called the what? What functions are these? Reciprocal functions. What's reciprocal sine? Cosecant. Cosine? Secant. Tangent? Cotangent. Just flip them, and you get the other ratio, right? Okay. And then it says review. Trig ratios using points not on the unit circle. This is what we're going to do today. Okay, so can I go back here and ask you this? Do you know, and I tried to stress this one yesterday, if you want the point on the circle, all you have to do is find x, y, but x turned out to be what again? Cosine of theta, yep. And then the y turns out to be what? Sine of theta, and that works every time. If you want this value here, and you want this value here, you just do this, and you call it whatever. 1/2 comma square root of 3 over 2 or something like that. Okay? Good? You remember talking about that yesterday? Zach, you weren't here. That's why you don't remember. Okay? Okay. All right, now we can get started. And the question is, in which quadrant is tangent of theta going to be greater than 0 and cosine of theta going to be less than 0? Think about it. And then look at your neighbor and say, what'd you get? No, not yet. Okay. Not yet. Think about it yourself. And then I'll walk around and you put a number on the paper, I will say yes or no. Number. I'll show you how you can do it. Well, they're saying which quadrant is tangent bigger than 0 and cosine less than 0.
Already.
Yeah. Would you put?
Yeah. I promise I just erased it.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, well.
What'd you put?
Would you? Yes. All right. Is that process of elimination?
You copied me.
Huh?
I didn't copy you. I put all students take those right on my paper.
Okay, see this? See this? And the word is damn. So it's where tangent happens to be greater than 0. Greater than 0 just means what? Positive. What does less than 0 mean?
Oh, it's less than.
Negative. Okay. Guys, we talked about this yesterday, didn't we? All trig functions are positive here. Okay. What's positive in this quadrant? Sine. All students, right? Sine is positive here. All of them are positive there. All students what? Take. Which means, what's positive here? Tangent's positive here. Calculus, right? Okay, and that means cosine's positive here. Okay, but here's what it said. It said, where is tangent going to be positive? You would say, well, all of them. Tangent's positive here. Where else is tangent positive? Right here. So far the answers, put your triangle here, put your triangle here. But wait a minute. It says, and what else has to be true? Cosine must be negative. But where's cosine negative? Cosine's positive here, positive here. So the cosine is negative here, right? And cosine is negative here. So the winner is tangent's positive in this quadrant, cosine's negative in this quadrant. So this is the winner. This is where we'd be. You're going to read your problems today, and they're going to say, sine is this, and tangent's this. And you got to go, which quadrant do I put my triangle in? Well, you got to know. Okay, you got to know it's quadrant 3. Zach, are you okay with what I just said?
Yeah, I read how cosine is supposed to be positive. Is it
Oh.
greater than 0?
Oh,
Tangent
well,
is
if you
greater
guys
than
read it
0.
that way, if anybody read it as cosine's positive, then it would be here. It would have been here.
Yes.
Okay, good. Can I move on? Yeah? Okay, questions? If you have questions, say something. Okay, this one says, if the point with coordinates -4, 3, lies on the terminal side of an angle in standard position, let me just stop right there. Draw a picture of what I just said. Draw a picture. I quit right at the comma. I quit right there. If the point with coordinates -4, 3, I drew it. Left 4, up 3. If the coordinates without those, that point lies at -4, 3, lies on the terminal side of an angle in standard position. What is this? What does that even mean to you? Nothing. Right? You're supposed to say it means when I draw an angle, I can draw an angle any way I want. But standard position just means put the initial side where? On the x-axis. That's all it means. So you're going to say standard position, initial side. This is the side you can't move. You can't move this side. The terminal side is the side you can move, right? So move this. Keep moving. Oh, right there. Terminal side goes like this, goes right through that point. So there's your angle. Yeah? See? That's all the standard position means. Okay, now we can continue. Find the exact value of the 6 trig functions of the angle. Well, the angle you drew is right here. This is theta. You just drew that angle. It landed right on -4, 3. But how are you going to do any of these trig functions? There's no right triangle. You create it. You jump on the terminal side, and I'd probably jump right on -4, 3, and go where? Down. Back to the origin, and bingo, you got yourself a right triangle. Okay? And of course, you need legs, and you need hypotenuse or radius or whatever. So what's this leg here? That is a -4. What's this leg?
3.
That is a 3. How do you get the radius or hypotenuse? Go ahead, Zach.
You can do the Python theorem, or you can use the trig function, or if you know that 3, 4, there's going to be a 5 there.
Okay, there's a special 3, 4, 5 right triangle. You probably heard that, what, 1,000 times in geometry? Yeah. If you got a 3, 4 leg, you got a what? 5 hypotenuse. Okay, use the Pythagorean and you'll prove it to yourself. Okay, this is 5. Okay? Is the radius ever going to be negative? No. Okay. So can your legs be negative?
Yes.
Yeah, because obviously I went backwards. That's -4. Up is +3. So you fill it in now. What are the 6 trig functions? Get going. This one's not bad. You don't have any roots. There's no square root of that. Square root of this. Okay. All right, sine of theta. Let's go. Chris, what do you think? 3/5. Okay, and you're supposed to be thinking what? Y over R. Here's Y. Here's R. 3/5. Okay, now jump over here right away. Cosecant is what then? 5/3. Okay. All right. Cosine of theta Molly is what? 4.
Or negative 4 over 5.
Okay. Why is it negative? Yes, the leg is the x value is negative. The radius is positive, right? Or you should have said, you could have said what? Cosine is always negative in what quadrant? Second quadrant. You can do it that way too. All right, but just looking at the numbers, it says negative 4/5, which means this is what? Negative 5/4. Landon, what is tangent, Landon? He says negative 3/4 because tangent is y over x, and he's right. Okay, how about cotangent? Negative 4/3. Yeah? This was nice because why? The radius was a whole number. Sometimes your radius is what? The square root of 5, which makes it a little more messy, right? It will probably happen on your homework, just so you know. Okay, I'd probably try to keep the numbers really simple, all right, just so we can get going. All right. Do this again. Find the values of the 6 trig functions of theta given the following information. Read the information. That, and a hint. Draw yourself a what? Picture. The question becomes, which quadrant are you in? I don't want you to go any farther because you might have put yourself in the wrong quadrant. Sophie, which quadrant did you put your triangle in? She put it in 4. Yeah, okay, good job. Guys, where is sine? Where is sine negative? Sine is negative where?
Oh, 3 and 4.
Here's where sine is negative, 3 and 4. Okay, so it's either going to go in 3 or it's going to go in 4. But then over there it said tangent must be what? What? Yeah, less than 0. That means tangent must be negative. Where's tangent negative? Tangent's negative. Second and fourth. So the winner is quadrant 4. Okay, so you know you're going to do this, right, guys? You'll draw this angle. It will end up down there somewhere. I don't really care where you put it. Just put it somewhere. Okay, then draw your angle. There it is. And there it is. Okay, where's the triangle? Pretty much right here. Okay, there it is. Now, put these numbers in the right spot. What is that number and that number? X, Y, R. Give me X, Y, R. Sine is? Y over R. Okay, so the Y value is what? There it is, negative 3. The R value, the radius is what? 8. What did you not know? You don't know X. Okay, so you don't know X. What do you do? Pythagorean theorem, exactly. Square the hypotenuse, 64 equals your leg squared, 9, your other leg squared, x, and you get 55 equals x squared. Square root of that is what? Square root of 55. Oh, so this right here is the square root of 55. This is what I was talking about. This is a messy one, okay? All right. But what's not messy? Sine is not messy. Sine was given to you. Sine of theta is what? Negative 3/8, which means cosecant of theta will be negative 8/3. So those two are pretty easy, right? Then the others are a little messy. Okay, here we go. Help me out. Give me something. What? Something else. Cosine. Okay. Cosine of theta equals Zoe, since you said it.
Negative 50, or
Square
square root of 55 over 8.
root of 55 over 8. Okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking something else. Yeah, you're right. X over R, she's right. Is that good enough? Okay, but if you do the reciprocal, which is what? Secant of theta, what'd you get for that one? You haven't done it yet? Okay, go ahead, Andrew.
Square root of 55.
Okay, so you already rationalized. If you flip it, you get this, correct? Okay, then you rationalize like this, and you get 8 square root of 55, like you said, Andrew, right? And then what? Over 55. You guys know this is a non-calculator problem, right? It's on the non-calculator part of this, okay? So the answer is this right here, and this way down here, for secant. And the last two are what? Tangent of theta equals, looking there, Katie, what is it?
Negative 3 square root of 55 over.
Okay. I'm going to do this. You agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you rationalize, you got what?
Negative 3 square root of 55 over.
Okay. Okay, good. And then Katie, can you just finish the cotangent?
Negative square root of 55 over.
Okay. And you're probably, I think, flipping this one. Okay. Yes? This is the messy one I'm talking about. They get messy, like this. Move. Should we move it? Sure. Questions? No. Ooh, the words, the two words come up. Here they are. What's that mean? No what? Calculator, which practically tells me this must be my special triangles. 30, 60, 90s, 45, 45s, 90s. Okay, get an answer. Show me when I walk over your desk. If you have it, just point. First draw 315 degrees. Where are you on in your quadrants? You guys know this? Well,
No.
you have 14. $315 degrees. I think you know this is how far right now? 270. Now, you guys, you got to start getting a little. Your memorization comes in really quite important here. You guys, you're not going to make a complete circle. You're going to go how far? 315. So what's left? Yeah, you're going to fall short of a circle. By how much? Yeah. There it is. That's negative. No, positive 315. Okay, but that's not what you're really looking at because you're going to do the right triangle stuff. So you jump on here, anywhere, get up, over back to your origin. There's your right, which means it's a 45, 45, right? Which means you're going to use what numbers for your legs? 1. Make it easy. 1, 1. 1 to the right is 1. 1 down is negative 1. Hypotenuse in a 45, 45 is square root of 2. And it's tangent. You're in the 4th quadrant, so what's your answer going to be? Positive or negative? It's negative. But you guys, you should know that anyways because tangent is just y over x. Which one's y? This one's y, and this one's x. So it's negative 1 over positive 1. So the answer is? That's the answer. So you know what's going to happen on the quiz? 80% of you will get that answer. What will the other 20% get?
1.
Positive 1. So what do I do? How do I give you partial credit? I can't. So don't, you guys, every time you look at a problem, you should say, tangent. What's tangent in the 4th quadrant? It's negative. Oh, just put the negative down right away. You know it's negative? Put the negative. Okay? Just, you guys, you kind of know. Just like this one, cosine of negative 210, you should start by thinking, where did I land, and what's cosine in that quadrant? Ready? Go. Get the answer, I'll come around. I just want to see what you put. I'll do it, you try it first.
We were talking about
That's right. That's right. That's right. Good. Good. Ooh. Oh.
Can you let me finish?
Yeah, I just talked about that. You guys don't trust me. Oh, you're in the wrong quadrant. Look at this. It's got answers in it. Your triangle is in the right quadrant, but you're messed up. Something went wrong. You're doing the same thing. Numbers you never dropped through your triangle. Referencing. Oh, then it's good. Yeah, that is what it is. Oh. Okay, here we go. First of all, which way are you going to go? Up and around or down and around? Down and around. How far have I gone right now? 180. But you're going 210. How much more past 180 do I go? 30. Right? Aren't you doing this in your head? 210, and I that's 180. I gotta go what? 30 more? Okay, keep going. Go there. So there it is. That is right here, a negative 210. Okay, where's the triangle? Right here. But the reference angle is what? 30. It's a 30. If you put 60 there, that's why you're going to get these wrong. Okay, in a 30, 60, 90, make the hypotenuse 2. Opposite of this? Opposite of 30? 1. This is a 60 now. Opposite of 60? Square root of 3. But it's what? That leg is negative. If you miss the negative leg, you're probably going to get it wrong. Here we go. Cosine is what over what? X over R, yep. Which means your x value, which one's x? This one or this one? obviously your left movement. Negative square root of 3 over what? Radius 2. Yeah? And I did walk around and I did find about 3 of you that probably put positive square root of 3 over 2, which I told you this is what happens. You get yourself, you don't get the sign right. The sign is everything. Good? Use your what? Go ahead, do it. This is great. Come on, come on. Get an answer. Approximate this cosine 248. Roughly to the nearest 3, 1, 2, 3 decimal places. Doesn't take long to type those 3 numbers and then, of course, cosine. Okay, Molly, go ahead. Negative what?
Negative 0.37
375? Yes? No? Yeah? What's it mean? What does that even mean? So what? If my calculator tells me 0.375, I don't know. What does that mean? Let's do this. Would you guys agree that 248 that's 180, right? If I keep going and keep going, this is 270, so don't go this far. So tell me when you think I should stop. Right there? Do you realize that you know the 45? That's 225. 225. I got 248. I think I need to go a little further, just a little. It's important that you understand why. I'd say about right there, okay? Which means if I draw the angle, like this, I want you to kind of think about it. What does that mean? Where's the triangle? From here, where? Up and back. Oh, there it is. There's the triangle. Cosine is what? X over what? R. So you know what this calculator's doing? It's taking this value, right? And dividing by what? This value, right? So whatever this radius is, I don't care what it is. Doesn't matter. This is going to be how much of that? Only what? 0.375, which to me means, you know, to me that just means like 37%. So this piece right there is 37% of this entire piece. So really this is a tiny, tiny portion of the hypotenuse or the radius. Get it? So if I keep going, guys, and I get closer and closer to 270, I get closer, closer, closer. Well, guess what happens? This number is going to get what? Okay, you said bigger, but I got to ask you something here. If I drew my triangle right here, okay, then the triangle would look like this. Okay, the x value, this piece, compared to the radius, this piece, is that getting bigger? No, this number would just get what? Smaller. It'd be like only 20% of the radius. And eventually, it would what? It becomes 0, wouldn't it? 0%. So what this is doing, your calculator says, take the x, divide by r, and it gets this little piece here, it gets smaller, 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 and eventually it goes 0 up. But do you remember on the unit circle? What's the farthest out I can go on the unit circle? Yeah, negative. What's the farthest I can go this way? 1. So you're never going to get bigger or smaller than what? 1 or, yeah. So your number just kind of goes back and forth between these. And as you get closer to the 270 or the 90, this gets smaller, 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 smaller. So what would you guys expect this to be? Cosine of 265. Would you expect that to be a really close number to -1 or closer to 0? I mean, if you get that 265, you're practically a sliver down, aren't you? Aren't you like this? 265 is there. You drew your triangle. How much is this compared to this? X over R. It's going to be really, really what? Small. Type it in. What's cosine of 265? I bet it's really small. Because look how small that is. It's what? What is it? 0.08. You know what it is? This piece right there is 8% of this piece. It's really tiny. Now, get me something really close to -1. I want to get way out here, guys. Way, almost to this point. 1 what? 181. Okay, let's try it. What's cosine of 181? I'll bet it's close to negative 1.
Negative
Yeah, because if I actually drew the 181, you guys realize 181 would be like there, right? And if this is -1, you're practically, your x value right here is almost -1. All I care about is you kind of know what the calculator's doing. Okay? Do the next one. Secant of -1.2459, go. You guys finding your secant button? Absolutely not. You don't have one. So you're going to do the what button? Cosine. Cosine and secant go together. They're reciprocals. So your answer, boom, 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 is, okay, Zach.
1.000.
Okay.
No.
Oh, 1,
Yeah.
0, 0, 0.
Yeah.
Okay. Zoe, your answer. 3 point what?
I think I know what I do.
Am I got a different answer? Different answers? Am I give this one? This one came out last period. What? This one. Oh, okay. Okay. You know what I'm going to ask you? Zoe, what am I going to ask you? Are you in radians or are you in degrees?
Yeah. I was in degrees.
Guys, what is that? Is that radians or is that degrees?
That's radians.
How do you know?
Because they don't degrees.
You guys knew you were in degrees because you saw what? The degree symbol. You're not in degrees. You're in. Okay. Get your calculator out of degrees and go to radians. Then type that in. See what happens now. And by the way, I don't think you're doing secant. I think you're doing 1 over what? Cosine of?
Negative 1.2.
Is roughly equal to, once you get in radians, you're going to get it right. I mean, there's how you get it wrong. What'd you get?
3.133.
Did we get this?
Yeah.
What? How do you change it? You go, oh, how do you change it? On the very top, you'll see mode. Somewhere up top. When you see mode, go on my calculator.